Do 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 do. Hi, everybody. Broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We're going live this Saturday. And on the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, we try to bring with you the joys of living in Mexico. We have a lot going on today. We got some nice video clips. We got things to talk about. We got immigration news, and we're happy to see everybody that is in the house this morning. We got Catherine in the house, Burr from 25 Degree Washington. My neighbor, that girl, is in the house. She's 3 blocks away. Nathan showed up early this morning. And of course, I believe from New Hampshire, we have Love to Travel in the house. And even my main man of medicine is in the house, Dr. John Crapo. Good morning, everyone. We got the whole setup here today. We got the extra camera over here on the side so I can see what's happening everywhere. It's we got it going on today. Today is the anniversary of when my new life began in Mexico. And I traveled all around Mexico, ended up here in Mazatlan. It all started a year ago today. And I'm putting up a video tomorrow at Sunday morning about my new place where I am. We have a lot going on. We have Dan Mack from German Village. Wow, we got a lot of people in the house. Good morning. We got a lot of people in the house. Autumn Green is in the house. And here's the guy. I love to show his picture. We got Brian Maiden. Doesn't Brian Maiden look like he should be a movie star? Oh, Jack Webb is in the house. He's in the emergency room. I bet he's in Hazard, Kentucky, and he only gets to be with us when he's not saving lives. LJ, JJ is in the house, and even She Thinks So She Speaks is in the house. Brian Soul, Dan Mack. Uh-oh, that girl. Okay, good to be back. Yes, we got, even Katrina the Maker is in the house, and putting in a lengthy message is Chris, who I believe is in Ajijican Friends, Chapala. We're watching from a coffee shop in Chapala. That's Lake Chapala. And of course, Lake Chapala is the biggest lake in Mexico. And it's right on the edge of everything that's going on. Okay, so let's get with the getting on here. Last week, I told you, well, a couple of things are going on. Anya, I don't know if Anya, who sometimes she shows up, sometimes she doesn't. She's buying a house here. I know that she's in Mazatlan. She sent me a video of a fabulous house. I think she's going to buy it, or she's looking at it right now. But she flew in from Phoenix to Mazatlan, and the house is the bomb. She sent me a video clip. So whether you're watching or not, I wish you the best in that. So I have some video clips from whale watching, how much it costs, did we see any whales, and I'm going to talk about that trip. I have a couple of friends, and one of my friends in town bought a condo right on the beach. She's renting that condo out on a 5-day vacation basis. I have video clips of that. She just closed on the property yesterday. I don't know how much she paid for it. It's a fabulous property. if you're visiting Mazatlan and you plan on staying for 5 days or more, you got to see this place. I'll be putting up the full video. I'll be showing clips for you today. But I'll put up the, yeah. So anyway, so you'll have some information to work with today. Let's see what's going on. Steph greetings time. Getting ready to visit a consulate and start the process. You do that. Come on down here. Steph, I can't even say that. Come on down here. I did get an email, and for those of you who watch or that visit regularly, you know, Granny. Many times we have Granny in the house. Right now she's in Ahihic, and I think she's a bit up in years, but she came down here by herself. I believe she came from Florida, and we were all worried about her about 6 months ago because we didn't hear from her for a while. And she disappeared when the big hurricanes hit Florida, and she disappeared. And then one day she emails me. She says, Bill, I'm in San Pancho, which is right outside of Puerto Vallarta. And since then, she has migrated to the Chapala Ahihic area. And she emailed me this week, and she said, Bill, I'm so happy in Ahihic. Now, you have to imagine, Granny's got some years. Now, I hope she shows up today. But she says, Bill, I'm so happy in Ahihic. And she sent me this picture. You can see all the people looking at the camera. Granny is the black lady in the back on the left. She looks like she's a little chilly there, which it can be in Ahihic. We all know that Granny smoked some reefer too, but she just told me how happy she was in Ahihic, and it looks like she's found a wonderful place to stay. So Granny, I'm so happy that you're having a great time in Mexico. And that just goes to show you that you can be up in your years and single and move down here to Mexico and live a wonderful life. Also, let's see what's going on. Let me click around here a little bit, get some updates. Brian Maiden. Bill, do you know the rates at the Reina del Mar? That girl, my buddy from down the street, she gave them a call. The tour is very good. You stay in a wonderful place. I have many videos about the place. If you go to, let's see, where are they? I'm looking for something here. Oh God, where is it? Here you go. Brian, if you go to billthegeek.org and go to FAQs, all of their contact information is in the description. You can call them. Most likely Sherry or Robert, the owners, will answer the phone and they will tell you what the rates are. My friend, that girl, and for what it's worth, if you're not familiar with our channel, maybe this is your first time here, Reina del Mar is, I came here on a tour from Ahihic. They showed me all around town. I stayed in their place. I met excellent people. And that's how I got to Mazatlan. But that girl called them and asked them, well, how much does it cost to come down and stay at your place and go on these tours and eat the food in your place? And I think Sherry told that girl it was 16,000 pesos for 1 week. And what that includes is if you're in the Ahihic area, they put you on a van. It's a nice van, and you drive for like 6 hours from Ahihic to Mazatlan. They play a movie. They make bathroom stops. You can go to, they stop at Subway, other restaurants, but 16,000 pesos, that is approximately $800. Okay, so let's get back over here. That is correct. And that girl is keeping me on my toes as she always does. That is correct, Bill. See, that girl, when you're talking to me and we're on our way to Walmart and you telling me about your life story and all that kind of stuff, I actually do listen to what you have to say. All right. Okay, people sending love to Granny. Woo! Oh, Namo is in the house. Oh, we're so happy that you could make it. Let's see what's going on. Thinking of making a quick trip to Mazatlan in a few weeks. If you hit the ground here, give me a call. But while you're talking about that, let me show you guys this place I was in last night. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a place. Now, also, we're going to talk about some weird immigration stuff that's going on, and it's very strange. But we have people, we have a lot of people saying stuff. I got to see what they're saying. Let me click my banners button here. Oh, here we go. And if you're new, if you haven't been here before, I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you're brand new, if you're shy, just say what you have to say, leave a comment, ask a questions. The people in this environment are very wonderful, friendly, and ready to share information. Okay, love to travel. We will be at Reina del Mar from March 18th through the 26th. Can't wait. It's a great time. And before you get here, love to travel. Please remind me, because every Tuesday they have a big gathering at a great restaurant there, and you guys will be going everywhere. So I got to hook up with you and see what you look like. For what it's worth, this week, when I was in Chapala Ahihic, I'm very shy. I'm very shy. I kind of stay away from social gatherings. People are always asking me to go out and do stuff. I don't do anything. I stay at home. I edit video. I shoot video. I read inspirational stuff, and I stay at home. So when I was in Chapala Ahihic, everywhere I went, I could go to Walmart. I could go to Soriana, the supermarket. I could go to the Malecon, and people, hey, Bill the Geek, Bill the Geek. Oh, you're Bill Dallas Lewis. And so when I came to Mazatlan, nobody knew who I was. I think I ran into one person. But yesterday, I ran into two people. I was walking back from the from 7-Eleven yesterday, and I saw this American across the street. He looked like a California American from the way that he was dressed, and his name was Tim Williams. And he walks across the street and he says, Bill the Geek, you're the reason I'm in Mazatlan. I've been watching your videos, and I visited Puerto Vallarta. And like you said, I visited Mazatlan. So I just moved here. I've been here for 3 weeks. And he said, Bill, you are so right. Mazatlan is, he said, Bill, Mazatlan is my preference above Puerto Vallarta. And he was so happy to be here and for the videos. Then last night, we're going to show some video clips of this weekly rental property with this friend of mine. Her name is Terry, but it's spelled Tarry. And she just closed on this condo, so we're celebrating her closing on the condo. And we walk into this crowded bar. This crowded bar is called La Katrina. And if you're in the Mazatlan area and you're a gringo and you got some years on you like me, you might want to go there. They have excellent music, excellent food. But we're walking in and the place is crowded. It's only 5:30 in the afternoon. And this lady is sitting right at the entrance, and she's looking at me and she's saying, I know you. I watch you. I've been watching you. I've been watching you. She sounded like some kind of pervert, which I wouldn't mind. If you're a good looking woman and you want to be watching me be a pervert, I'm up with that, and then she said, look, I'm from Australia and I've been researching Mexico for some time now. And I've been watching your videos, and that's why I'm here in Mazatlan checking you out. So it's cool. So it's cool. Life is grand down here in Mexico. Again, we got Brenda Douglas, better known as BJ. BJ is in the house today. Who's in the house? BJ in the house. Woohoo! We haven't seen her in a while. Oh, yeah. Come on down, everybody. Uh-oh. Jack Webb has something to say. I'm trying to hide the janitor's. I'm trying to hide in the janitor's closet to watch. No one will leave me alone to watch. I haven't been I should have been a farmer instead. Whatever, Jack Webb. Jack Webb, get back to your job, which is saving lives. Get out of the closet and go out and do your job, which is saving those lives in Hazard, Kentucky. Somebody's got to do it, Jack. Stop. Okay, now, what's BJ talking about? The rates at Reina Del Mar are correct. See you in May, and she's coming down for her birthday. Ray Gracias, who's been leaving comments and watching videos all week. Trip to PV, that's Puerto Vallarta, in 2 months. It would be cheaper to fly out of Juarez, Chihuahua. Looking into car rental from PV to tour to Manzanillo via Highway 200. Should I do this via travel agency? I tell you what, Ray, if I were you, I would, everywhere you want to go, Puerto Vallarta, Manzanillo, Mazatlan, they all have excellent bus services. Sure, you can drive. Driving is convenient. But if I were you, I would look up the bus lines and I would take these fabulous buses from place to place and plan out your hotel accommodations accordingly. Driving is fine. It's great. But I tell you what, those toll roads, if you were going to pay for while you're driving, the toll roads will eat you up. They ask you for money like every mile. But if I were you, I would look into the bus situation and just go from town to town to town, getting on one bus to another, whatever. Okay, let's see what's going on now. Danny Warren. Hey, my fellow Buckeye. Just moved to Puerto Vallarta last week with my wife, and we absolutely love it. We sold everything and done in 3.5 months. Danny B. Warren, right on. I lived in PV for 10 years. I had a great time all the time, especially in El Centro, or they call it Old Town. But my last 5 years were spent in Cinco de Diciembre. And if you go down into Cinco de Diciembre, they have an excellent market, an open market within there. Within there, they have all kinds of excellent fresh seafood every day, Monday through Monday. That's Cinco de Diciembre, which is the 5th of December in English. But it's a Mexican community. You don't see hardly any gringos there. The prices are excellent. I used to buy all of my shrimp there. And maybe, Mr. Danny, if you're lucky, you meet some rich people, make it out to Conchas Chinas. And also, if you get a chance, go visit the zoo. The zoo is very inexpensive. You can be in and out of there in a half an hour, but the zoo is a real experience. That's all I can say. And of course, Mr. Danny Warren, I'm sure that you will make it to Sayulita and San Pancho. I strongly suggest that. James and Rena are in the house and they're late. There's no excuse for being late. You missed all the goods. James and Rena, we had live strippers on right on time, right on the hour. We had live strippers, man and female. I don't even know if I'll be able to keep this video up. That's what happens when you show up late. You missed the strippers, but that's okay. Here we go. We are renting a condo in Versailles. I'm not familiar with Versailles. Okay. Nemo, do you have any experience or opinions on San Carlos? Laura, okay, thank you very much. Please email me privately. Oh, where is it? Right here. Please email me privately, Laura. There is my email address. And I'm not sure where that is that you're talking about, but I'll research it and I'll make a trip there. And then I can give you the full lowdown. I'll give you the full lowdown. But let's move on to some stuff that I have for you. Let's go in here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about my whale watching trip. I did the whale watching trip last week, and they have whale watching trips anywhere on the ocean in Mexico. I heard a lot about whale watching in Puerto Vallarta. I never went. Robert of Reina del Mar Bed and Breakfast, he went on a whale watching trip. He paid 2,000 pesos. And that's like $100. So he paid $100. And they were supposed to see whales and dolphins and other stuff. He said they didn't see anything. And the reason he takes these trips is so he can see if he can take other people on the trips. But he paid 2,000 pesos and saw nothing. You're on a boat out in the ocean for 4 hours, and you'll find all kinds of boats will take you out into the ocean, and sometimes you see whales and sometimes you don't. So, that's not what I wanted to show. That's not it. Let me go back over here. I have to turn something off over here. Let's hide that. Let's go back over here. Okay, so here's the way this went down. I'm in a number of groups, and I'll probably put up this whale watching video a week from tomorrow. I'll put up the whale watching video in full a week from tomorrow. But this guy was hard to find. I'm in many groups, and one lady in this one group that I'm in, she says, "Hey, go with Jose. Go whale watching with Jose." And it's only 600 pesos. That's $30. Instead of paying $100, it was $30. So I reached out to Jose. He was kind of hard to contact. You're going to get him through WhatsApp. And it ended up, it wasn't $30. It was $35. And so, and he only goes on Sundays. I think sometimes he goes on Saturdays. So I reached out. I had to give him like $10 up front. That was kind of weird. Also, the way that you give people money in Mexico. That's another story. So I met him, and here we go. So we left there from the marina. This is the marina. I walk by this marina every morning. This is a real short walk from where I live. And you can see it's beautiful. All of these boats and condos right on the ocean. So I leave there. There are about 14 people on the boat. The boat was very nice. It was a small boat. And I was the oldest person on the boat. I was the only American on the boat. So I'm on the boat with all of these Mexican nationals. And it was, let's see what this is. And this is the kind of view that you get. We're out in the ocean. You can see the coastline for Mazatlan from out there. It's beautiful. It was very mellow out there. Let me go over here. I'm gonna turn something off here in a second because I'm not getting the info that I need when I show these videos. Okay. And there were lots of other boats out there. And all of these boats are whale watching boats. And you can see just being out in the ocean is a beautiful experience in itself, even if you don't see any whales. It's beautiful. It's just, and it's very tranquil. Once you get out into the ocean, they cranked up some music, but it was all modern Mexican funk, and Mexicans have some really funky funk, and it was totally enjoyable. But when we got out into the ocean, they turned the music off so that you could just hear the waves, ooh, like that. And so we're out there about 40 minutes, okay, and nothing is going on. We hadn't seen one whale. And I was thinking about Robert from Reina del Mar that paid 2,000 pesos and didn't see anything. $100, right? he could have stayed at home and watched National Geographic. And so we're on the boat, and I'm thinking, oh man, we ain't going to see nothing. We ain't going to see nothing. And I tell you, I don't have a video clip, but here's what happened. We're out in the middle of the ocean. We're out there for 40 minutes, and I'm getting impatient, wondering where the whales are. And all of a sudden, right next to the boat, this big black whale shoots its head up out of the ocean. Woo! And comes right back down. Woo! Like that. It was like everybody on the boat was like, oh my God. It was like, and I tell you what, I had never seen a whale in person before. That was an experience. I don't know what your religious affiliations are, but it was like I had been touched by God. It was like, oh my God. And from then on, the rest of the trip was like that. Now, I'm going to catch up with you guys in a second. I'm going to catch up with comments in a second, but let me show you. I have about 10 clips here. After the first big whale popped up, then we saw whales about 30 different times. The problem with trying to get the video on the whales is like, they don't have a timer that says, okay, we're coming up now. They don't do that. But from then on, I have some very short clips. Many of these clips are only 5 to 10 seconds long. Here's one. There's a big splash right there. There it is. That means there's a whale, and you can kind of see its motion in the ocean. I've got some zoom going on the video. There you go. And you see a little splash right there. And then you see the fin go down. You see the fin go down. That's right next to the other boat. Yeah. Yeah, that's what was happening. Was it worth the money? Yeah. That check this one out. Here you go. Look, there you go. And yeah, it's hard to see, but he's right there in the water. There you go. You can see him come up. That's a full, look at that. It goes up and down. There you go. This is only from the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. You don't have to subscribe to National Geographic. We have it all right here. We've been there. We go out in the ocean, okay? And then we have this special one right here. We got this special clip here. Here you go. Here you go. Check this out. You can see the thing come up. There he goes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my God. I put that on slow motion so that look at that big fin go up and down. I tell you, only here on the Bill Dallas Lewis channel do you get National Geographic quality experiences. Yeah, let me come over here and see what people are talking about. I just been talking and talking and talking, but if I don't talk, shoot, you can go whale watching in Ahihi Chapala, in Lake Chapala. Yeah, you can go whale watching in there. All the fish are dead in Lake Chapala, but there are people from the United States that will charge you 2,000 pesos for 4 hours. You can ride around in the lake and wait for the whales to show up. All right, now here we go. James and Rena. Oh, yeah, right. It's a bummer when you do not see but a whale, but priceless when you do. It was awesome. James, it was awesome. And I know for a fact that James grew up, I think, in Hawaii. Dave travels with, good morning. Travels with David. Good to see you. Wilson Jenkins. Good morning from Halifax, Canada. Stay warm up there. It's almost springtime. Woo, my James and Jack Webb. My folks lived in Santa Barbara. We would go whale watching. They had a guarantee that you would see a whale, or they'd give you a ticket to go again, and that is a quality trip. A quality trip. We have people talking today. What all these people have things to say. Whale watching on the Monterey Bay, California, was one of my favorite experiences ever. In the winter, I could see them from the shore north of Santa Cruz, California. Majestic. And I lived about 20 minutes from Santa Cruz for many years. It's a beautiful place to live. Let's keep on trucking here, see what's going on. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got some more clips. BJ, to show you. And we have people asking questions now. Hey, Bill, what's the cheapest airline to fly to Mexico from the United States? Travels with David. I have no idea. Look it up on Google. Autumn Green's laughing. Ha. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. See, yeah, I went on my honeymoon in Maui. It was a great trip. Yes, and James is confirming. Yes, I grew up in Hawaii, and all of a sudden in the house, just like a whale showing up from nowhere, we have Big Mike, Big Ho. Can you tell a dentist? Oh, okay. Bill Ho. Can you tell us a dentist is good in Mexico? Okay. Okay. If you're looking for a dentist in Mexico, if you're in Mazatlan, I have a dentist in Mazatlan. Email me directly. You will find my Big Mike. My email address is in the description at billthegeek.org. And I can answer that question for Mazatlan. If you are in Puerto Vallarta or the Chapala area, they have a chain. It's called Dental Express. Dental Express. I've been there several times in the Chapala, Ajijic area, and all of their dentists were very good. Now, in the description below, I do have a link to Mariana Lang's. I think it's like she has a product that's like an information network of immigration specialists, help you find apartments and homes specialists, visit towns and take tours specialists. And if you go down in the description, you can click her link. She's going to charge you $500 for a lifetime membership to that. But I'm sure she has a list once you subscribe to dentists and doctors throughout Mexico. Let's see what else is going on. People, yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, that girl's leaving comments. It must have been the whale watching that. Did the tour guide share what type of whale you would see? It looked like an orca. And that girl, in that you've been studying National Geographic all the time and you're on top of your whale watching, yes, that was an orca, they said. Okay, Laura's saying, I lived around Santa Cruz for about a decade, then moved up to Humboldt. Because Humboldt County, everybody knows that Humboldt County in California, that's where they grow all the reefer. That's why you was up there, wasn't it? Should see the whales in winter. Oh, wow, that's awesome. How what, Big Mike? How what? Ask me a specific question, please. But anyway, dental rates are really good down here. But I have been to one bad dentist. I've only had one bad dentistry experience down here. Okay, now here we go. I only have a couple of more clips. Here you can see the whale come up out there. There he goes. He comes up. Look at that. He comes up, he comes down. You have to really appreciate my expert camera abilities there. And you can see other people. There you go. Now we got a twofer going on. I think in a second we might see, there you go. There goes one spurt of air. Usually that's there, and we're going to see some. There you go. There you go. You can't see that in National Geographic. Only here at the Bill Dallas Lewis channel can you see nature like this. I told you on the Bill Lewis channel, we share with you the joys of living in Mexico, and this is one of them. If you haven't done this, there you go, spouting that stuff, swimming around. Look at that. Going up, going, oh, look at that. Look at that. I mean, come on, you guys. What do you want? I tell you, at the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, we give you the quality, things to do in Mexico, places to go. We can tell you about dentists. In a second, we're going to take you to this really high quality place. I only have a couple more clips here before we move ahead. Ooh, Kenosha. I see one gypsy traveler from Kenosha. Happy to have you here. I just have a couple of more whale clips. But I tell you what, this video is going to come out a week from this coming Sunday, from tomorrow. And then I will have all of double fins, but a bad shot from Bill. But there you go. There are two whales, a twofer. And where else on YouTube can you see double whales? I tell you what, let's go to, see, there you go. Once you see that air come up, that means something good is getting ready to happen. And I do believe that's another twofer fin coming up and going down. I had to be a sports announcer, but this is just another one of the joys of living in Mexico. Okay, now I do, yeah, 2 for 1. It was an excellent trip. I'm going to put all that. We'll put up that video a week from tomorrow. I'll have Jose's information, but I do want to say the people that were on the boat with me in the video, you'll see all the people that were on the boat. They were all younger than me. They were all Mexican nationals, but there was a young couple. And when I say young, I was looking at them. I was thinking that they were like 15 years old. I'm thinking the girl was like 14 and he was like 15. And the girl was like hot. I mean, this girl was steamy, beautiful, hot. I can say that she was. And she had on those Daisy Duke shorts. Okay. And then she had on some kind of bikini top that ties up from the back. And I don't think those two saw any whales. I was sure they didn't see any whales because all they were doing was making out on the deck the whole time. And I tell you, if you ever want to shut me up, just donate some cash like One Gypsy Traveler. Thank you so much, One Gypsy Traveler, for contributing to the channel. That's how we can go out and pay money to go whale watching. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. So anyway, I got to get back to my story here. Okay. So these. I got to get out of there. I'm having a technical problem here. What's that? Okay, I think we're okay now. I got confused. Okay, so the young couple, they're making out the whole time. I mean, they didn't see any whales, and I'm thinking, wow, how cool is that? It's 700 pesos a person. That is $35, $70. They paid $70. They're not seeing any whales. All they're doing is making out. And so, we get done with the trip. We're leaving the boat. We get back to the marina. We get off and I'm walking. I walked home. It only took me like 10, 15 minutes to walk home from the marina. And so we're in the parking lot and the little young boy who'd been making out for 4 hours, he walks up to this brand new black Mercedes. He walks up to the passenger side, puts his key in the door, opens the door for the little young hot Mexican, and she gets in there and he gets in the other side of the brand new black Mercedes and they drive out of the marina. Now she had to be 14. He was 15. He's driving a brand new black Mercedes. They just got off a whale watching trip they've been making out on. I tell you, there is big money down here in Mexico that people don't talk about. People talk about narcos and drugs. There are families that have big money in Mexico, and there should be more information about these people that we talk about. Okay. Oh, Brian Maiden. You're funny, Brian Maiden. That's why you're the bomb, Bill. Thank you, Brian Maiden. Brenda Douglas. Okay. Bill, you are so very steady with your camera. The angers are, I only share, BJ, I only share those skills with subscribers who come on Saturdays and watch my videos. It took me years to figure out how to take camera shots like that. Thank you so much. 2 for 1. Yes. Okay. Now, Brenda Douglas is asking an excellent question. What camera was I using? Well, Bill, do you remember what camera it is that we were using when we were out watching the whales? Well, let me think about that. I tell you what, right now, the visual that you see right now with my hand going back and forth, that is a Canon M50. I paid like $700 for it. It is an excellent camera. And whenever I broadcast to go live, I use the Canon M50. And as I look into the camera, it's got a little rectangle that's going around my face. If I move my face, the rectangle is focused in, adjusting lighting and everything. But to take the Canon M50 with me anywhere and to shoot video is very difficult because I could put it on automatic, but I don't think it works that well. So I'm always like, if I go into a church, into a museum, I'm outside with artwork. I go inside, I've got to adjust all of that. I tell you what, all of the video, other than me on Saturdays going live, is coming from my iPhone 8. And the only reason I have a iPhone 8 is because of my drone. All iPhones support drone software. So when I put my drone up, I have some software in it that I can see everything that the drone sees. I can program the drones, and not all Androids allow you to do that. So I started shooting videos. With my iPhone 8, and it does as good, if not a better job than my Canon M50. And it's the iPhone 8. Who knows what the iPhone 14 would be like? I think that girl has an iPhone 12. But so anyway, that is what I use to shoot. What else is happening? Laura, better known as Namo. Uh-oh. Brian Maiden. Oh, Brian Maiden, thank you so much. Brian Maiden, thank you so much for contributing to the channel. We totally appreciate that. And I'm trying to find the little button so I can show you my thanks. But Brian Maiden, thank you so much for contributing to the channel. That's how we can take whale watching trips. Yeah, what I pay? $35 to go see whales and get out my iPhone 8 so I can take beautiful shots like that. Yeah, that's how when you guys donate cash, that's how I can get out and do things. Okay, da 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 da. Laura's saying they paid to get away from adult eyes. I know. Yeah, I know that. I would just go to a hotel. My first wife, we hooked up when we was 16, but I had a job. We would just go to Holiday Inn. Hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Who do? Big Mike. Okay, Big Mike, what are you talking about? What's that stick you hold your phone called? Some people call it a selfie stick. I have a gimbal, and I wasn't using a gimbal. And a gimbal is just like a stabilizer. It works very well. You can walk around, and the camera, or it can be a camera. It can be my Canon M50. It can be an iPhone. It can be an Android, and it moves very well. But I tell you what, the more you shoot with a phone, which I shoot with my phone a lot, the more you do it, the better you get at stabilizing your hand, though I do appreciate my gimbal. Brian Maiden. That is for a beautiful scene of whales. Yes. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. So if you come down here, and if you're coming down here sooner, then I'm going to put up the whale watching video. Drop me a line. Are gimbals expensive? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Are gimbals expensive? They can be very heavy and very expensive. For my Canon M50, I paid about $200 for a gimbal. It was very heavy. The Canon M50 is very heavy compared to my iPhone 8. But I bought my drone is a DJI Mavic Air. DJI also makes gimbals. So I bought a gimbal specifically for my phone, and it was only like $120, but it's fabulous when I use it. Okay, what's Laura talking about? Laura's got a lot to say. Is May a good month to show up and find a long-term rental? Can I pull a cargo trailer into the country? I found a van. So new plan is to leave early April for a slow ride west from Florida. Okay, Laura, all of those, and Namo is actually Laura. So I'm changing her name, and I'm not ignoring you. So let me go right to Morgan Jones from Sacramento in the house. In the house. Steve Butcher is saying, so it's like an Osmo. My gimbal for the iPhone 8 is an Osmo. And it's like a 3-year-old Osmo, but it works great. Steve, you hit that exactly on the head. But let me get back to Laura. May. Yeah, May is an excellent time to find a long-term rental. And I've done videos about finding an apartment wherever you go in Mexico. I've got a video on it. And my cousin in Ajijic turned me on to this method. And what she did was, okay, I'm going to stop here for a second, go down to Katrina the Maker. What you talking about? Is there a whale watching season, or is it all year? And James and Rena, if you're still in the house, you can tell us when is whale watching season. But if I'm not mistaken, it's like from December to about February. It's in that winter time. If you come down here in July, all you're going to find is the whales that have been eating a lot of marijuana or taking a lot of fentanyl because they don't know where they are, right? But I think there is a season, and that is in the wintertime. And I think that works for Puerto Vallarta and for Mazatlan, this side of the coast. But let me go back to Laura. And this time, Laura, I am going to answer your question in full. May is an excellent time to be searching for a place to stay because all the snowbirds leave April 15th. And you'll find that throughout Mexico, it's like especially Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, even Ajijic. And that's when the prices go down. So, Laura, here's what you want to do. Go to Facebook, find Facebook groups. I'm going to put up a page of Facebook groups for expats in Mexico in the near future. But don't go searching for rentals or houses. Don't do a search for that on Google. Go to Facebook, find a expats in Puerto Vallarta, expats in Ajijic. You would be surprised how many expats groups there are just for Ajijic or Mazatlan. There are a lot of them. And go to those groups. Don't go searching on Google for a rental place. What you want to do is go to those groups and just say, hi, everybody, I'm new to the group. I'm looking for an apartment in Mazatlan, and I'm willing to pay $500 a month. I want 2 bedrooms. I want 2 bathrooms. I want it to be in the middle of town, and that's what I'm looking for. If you know anybody that can help me, let me know. That's how I found this apartment. That's how, and I've got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a swimming pool, security. It comes with internet. The only thing I pay for is electricity. That's how you find a place. So if you were going to make this move in May, Laura, then I would start doing that now. Go, make some decisions about where you want to start out on a short-term rental. A lot of people are very happy to rent to you for not a long time. So I hope that helps. And if you need any follow-up information, Bill the Geek has the information for you, because this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. And we try to share with you the joys of living in Mexico, because that's what life is all about. Okay, you're welcome, Laura. 1700 GM. Can you find American chain furnitures in stores in Mexico? That's a very good question. Yes. Okay, let me take a breath. I've been talking a lot. I've been talking a lot. Okay. Okay, if I put this up again, then I don't have to talk so much. Okay, here you go. Yes. Throughout Mexico, they have these giant department stores. I have a video on malls in Mexico. I go through a mall, and a very popular store, and usually these malls are called the Galleria. In fact, a former president it was Fox. When Fox was president of Mexico, he was married to this very wealthy woman. I don't know what her name was, but she owned many malls throughout Mexico. And the malls in Mexico are super fabulous. I mean, you can find, it used to be, they used to have Best Buy in there before Best Buy left Mexico, Radio Shack, McDonald's, Burger King, all the stuff that you're going to find in the United States, you're going to find in these malls. A very popular store in the malls throughout Mexico is Sears. If you can believe that. So yeah, they have many department stores. They have many department store chains throughout Mexico that sell all that American stuff. Furniture, washer dryers, stoves, the whole thing. And if you can't find it in a mall, just order it through Amazon. Amazon will ship you anything. In fact, I'm going to say that Amazon is the way to go. Okay, you guys, we have 64 people in the house. We have 25 likes. Thanks for showing up and clicking that like button. But let me move ahead on to something that just happened last night. If you're coming to Mazatlan, you might want to check this out. If you're going to visit Mazatlan, where are you going to stay? You're going to stay at a hotel? You're going to get you get a hotel in Mazatlan that's okay. You get a bed, you get a bathroom. Sure, they might have an attached swimming pool. Maybe they're by the beach. Okay. But this is my friend. What is her name? Her name is Terry, and that's Tarry. And all of her contact information is in the description below. And she was a realtor in Colorado. She spent her life in Colorado. In fact, she was a broker in Colorado. I'm not going to say how old she is, but now properties are her hobby. And she just does it for fun, but she just closed on this property. She just closed on this property I'm about to show you. And let me put up some information. I'm going to show you this. It's a condo. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. You're going to see where it's located. It's 100% $100 a night. That's a 5-day minimum. And oh, well, let's just show you some pictures of the place. Okay. Now, this is the view from the balcony. The place is on the 5th floor. That is a heated pool right next to the beach. The pool is heated. It's private. Only you and the people that live in the development can go there. A heated pool. And she just closed on this yesterday. It should be available for rent. This is the view from her condo. If you don't want to go down to the pool and have total privacy, you can just get on the elevator and go to the beach. She says there are rarely people at this beach or in the pool. That's $100 a night for a 5-day minimum. Carnival is right around the corner. And for Carnival, it's going to be $150. Here's one last view from her porch. From her porch. This place has a great location. There are all kinds of bars and restaurants right next door. And all of this contact information is in the description below. Her name is Terry. That's Tarry Cowan. And her email address and phone number are in the description below. But let's go inside. Let's see what is in the apartment. Here you go. This is inside the rental. The couches that you see there are 2 of them. They're leather. You can see the marble. It's fully furnished. You have a kitchen in there. And all of those cabinets are filled with plates, glasses, champagne glasses. They have all the utensils. You want to make mashed potatoes, they have a mashed potato masher. You want to blend up some juice, they have a blender in there. Everything is in. Let's look in the cabinets. Look, $100 a night, 5 nights. You got all these plates and dishes. Why go stay at a Renaissance and spend like $200 a night? That's not going to put you right next to the beach. Look, they got knives, a coffee. Look at that great double sink. They ain't going to have that for you at the Holiday Inn. You can stay at Terry's place, but of course there is a 5-day minimum. Here's the bedroom. Let's go into the bedroom. This place comes equipped with cable TV, Wi-Fi. That is a king size bed. And on the block you are on, there are all kinds of fabulous bars and restaurants where you can listen to jazz, rock and roll, any kind of music that you Americans and Canadians want to see. It's all right here. And let's see what else we have here. Oh, look at this bathroom. It's beautiful. It's been totally redone. Marble floors, marble walls, all new. It's all new, waiting for you right here. Her name is Terry Cowan. All of her description, she just closed on it yesterday. And this place is ready to be rented. And let me show one more clip. This is the view from the bedroom. From the bedroom, and that street that you see the cars on, that is the Malecon, actually. Those cars are headed out of town. If you go the other way, you're going to go directly. This place is located, it's like a 10-minute taxi drive from the middle of Mazatlan. And that view that you just saw it's like 4 blocks from where I live. Terry lives 3 blocks away from that place. If you have any problems, you can just pick up the phone and give her a jingle. But again, here is the view, $100 per night. All of her contact information is in the description below. Okay, let's come down here. Let me turn off that banner. Oh boy, I'm just trying to get it together here, y'all. Oh, it's Saturday morning. Okay, we did that. I turned that off. Oh, let me go over here. Let me click this. Let me click on this. And Laura, better known as Namo. Namo, where'd you get that name? Just contributed $3 to the channel. That means that I can go out and have some more whale experiences. I'm going on tours. I'm really planning a trip to Durango. I think that's going to be like a week-long trip. I do want to take the ride on the train through Copper Canyon, and all of your donations help support the panel, help support the channel. So that, thank you so much, Laura, better known as Namo, with this funding. I'm like NPR. I'm just like NPR, National Public Radio. Don't you hate it when they take a month to ask you for money? When I was a salesperson in Columbus, Ohio, I used to be a salesperson for Dun & Bradstreet. I did that for 3 years. I'd be driving all day. I'd listen to NPR all day. But then they would have that 1 month where they would ask for money like every 5 minutes, but hey, that's how they get their funding. So God bless them. And I still read NPR. I love NPR. Okay, we got stuff going on up here that I've missed. Something I forgot. Laura, Namo, somebody was asking, here you go. 1700 GM was asking about, can you buy American furniture in Mexico? They have a place in Mexico. It's a national chain, and it's called Liverpool. Liverpool is huge, and they have really nice stuff. It's like Sears, but it's a notch up above Sears. And they have a jingle. It says, Liverpool is a part of my life. And if you listen to the radio, you'll be walking around Mexico thinking of this song. Liverpool is a part of my life. And yeah, so find a Liverpool, find a Sears. James and Rena, before I move ahead to their comment, James and Rena, they live in San Antonio, which is right between Ajijic and Chapala. So they went to Guadalajara and had the furniture made for them. I'm coming out with a video very soon. We visited when I was with Robert and Sherry of Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast. We went to a wooden furniture manufacturer out in the middle of nowhere, which is like 10 miles away from where I lived. And you can go there and they will make you wooden anything that you want. All you have to do is show them the design that you want, and they will make it perfectly. I have the guy's business card right here. It is the bomb. And I want to thank Katrina the Maker for helping us keep the channel going, because contributions float the boat at the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys just for showing up. Thanks for showing up and being here and asking questions. All the stuff you ask. James and Rena, this channel has only been here for 2 years. Oh, I just got monetized less. Monetized means that I can have ads on the site. You guys can give me money. That's what monetized means. So to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. On January 27th, 2 years ago, that's like 4 or 5 days away from now, I got monetized. I've only been the Bill Dallas Lewis channel for almost 2 years. I'm 5 days away from 2 years. But I remember when James and Rena, they were living in Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure it was Las Vegas, if not Reno. I think it was Las Vegas, and they were getting ready to retire. And they were watching my channel and other people's channels, and they would come when I started doing lives. But now they bought a home in San Antonio between Chapala, Ajijic, and they show up on Saturdays and they share information with other people. It's like now Granny lives down the street from them. Soon Jack Webb will be living down the street from James and Rena. So what am I saying? Let me slow down. Let me slow down just a second and let me ask myself a question. Bill, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Bill? You're not making sense right now. Well, Mr. Man, what I'm saying is when you guys show up, when you show up at the channel and you ask questions and you give other insights, we're all in this together. We all help each other out. And that's a good thing. So I'll shut up. Let's see what Jack Webb is talking about. Here we go. Woo! Pam and I are going to go out to Octalan and buy furniture in June to furnish the condo. There you go. And for those of you that maybe this is your first time here, and if this is your first time here and you're just picking up this information for the first time, Jack Webb kind of lives, I think he works in Hazard, Kentucky. But I think he lives in Lexington, works in Hazard, lives in Lexington, but he's been coming here live like a year and a half, him, James, and Rena. And so he hooked up with my realtor, Katie Ibarra, in the Ajijic Chapala area, but he's building a home down the street from James and Rena in San Antonio. I mean, people are hooking up, sharing information. But anyway, 1700 GM, there you go. You can have people make the furniture for you. So instead of $5,000, $10,000 US for a leather couch, you can probably have somebody make it for you down here in Mexico for like $9.99, something like that. I bet. What else is going on? Brenda Douglas has had a lot to say today. BJ is talking. Bill, you're not going to believe this. My first job was with Dun and Bradstreet. I accepted a job in Memphis, Tennessee. 6 months later, I transferred to Atlanta, Georgia. Wow, it's a small world. And I have a total Dun, and I wrote a book about my Dun and Bradstreet experiences. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to think about, okay. Okay, I have something to say. Something new has happened with immigration. This kind of weird. I saw, what's his name? Q-Row. He does great information. Ernie Baca talked about this a bit. Okay, let me see what Katrina the Maker's talking about. Katrina the Maker, what are you talking about? You have shown me that living in Mexico is something that is doable. To see someone that looks like me makes me believe I would be welcome. Yes, Katrina the Maker, I got shorter hair than you, and I ain't got pretty lipstick on like you, but I am like you, and I'm glad. Yeah, there are many people of color. In fact, Mexico is a place made from people of color. Oh, yeah. They're called Mexicans. Yeah, I tell you what. Now that's a whole nother story. But in my interview with Ernie Baca from a few weeks ago, we talk about that. And you can be any kind of person and live in Mexico. Mexico is a super loving, it's one of the most loving places on the planet. And it's ranked like number 2 on the planet as far as loving places goes. 33 Southie. I don't remember hearing from 33 Southie. Hello, my man. Hello, my man. Well, we will land in Mazatlan this Thursday, staying for a 2 to 3 months via Canada. Hopefully we can hang and grab a drink. Sure, drop me a line, 33 Southie. Yeah, drop me a line. I'm pretty busy. I would love to get together with you guys, and you can come on out to my hood and we'll grab a bite to eat, maybe have a Corona. Okay, so let me get down into the details of something new that has come up with immigration, but it's kind of complicated. Okay, Mariana Lang, and a link to her website is below in the description. Her and Ernie Baca from No Bull. He has a channel called No Bull. I've interviewed him, and then Kuro. I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong, but he's always coming out with new information, and it's a way to get a 4-year visa without any money and without any money in the bank, without providing any financial information from the bank, and without going back to the United States. All of this bypasses the consulate in the United States. Okay, sound too good to be true? Part of it is. Part of it is. There's a trick to it. There are many tricks to it. Trick number 1. And the funny thing about this is they say this is something new. They call it the amnesty program. They call it the new amnesty program in Mexico. So, and why is it amnesty? It's because if your 180-day visa has expired, okay, now listen to that. This is one of the things that they say is necessary. If your 180-day visa has expired, then you can call that you can go to immigration where you are in Mexico, and you can say, my 180-day visa has expired. Can you give me a 4-year visa? Okay. In many parts of Mexico, you can do this, but your visa must have been a 180-day visa. That's part 1. And the 180-day visa must be expired. Okay, now, let's stop a minute. According to what I've been reading from what Mariana Lang is saying, with her information, and the link is in the description below to find more information, there are some immigration offices in Mexico where you can get this done, others where you can't get it done. In one video that I watched, I think it was Kuro, he was saying it's going to vary from immigration office to immigration office. Another thing that you're going to have to prove is that you have had a 180 visa in Mexico sometime between 2015 and 2020. Another video said you had to visit Mexico between 2015 and 2021. Okay, one of those should be true. Okay, so here are the rules. The rules are you have to have an expired 180-day visa. You have to have visited Mexico and had a visa that you can prove that you had between 2015 and 2021, I'm going to say. And so how do you prove that? Well, you have to be in their system. You have to be in their computer network, or you have to have the paperwork that showed like this like you held on to this 180 day visa that is expired. And yeah, that now it's like 7 years old, but you had it in you had it in your bedroom somewhere. Okay, what else is there to this? But the thing is, if you meet that criteria, if you meet that criteria, then you can get a 4-year visa, not a one. Because right now, if you somebody here today said, well, um, I'm going to the consulate, I'm getting my visa. Okay, so you're going to go to the consulate, and there's a minimum amount of money that you're going to have before you come down here. You have to have an income of like, $3,000 a month, or you have to have like $47,000 in the bank. Okay, so and then you have to show them 6 or 9 months of information from your bank. But with this method, you don't have to do any of that. But you can see it's very spotty. But I got to say this. About a year and a half ago, when I first came to Mazatlan, that's when I met Kathy, and I did an interview with Kathy. She was watching my videos. She was living in Ahihic. She came to Mazatlan. She fell in love with Mazatlan like I did, but something happened with her visa. This is a year and a half ago, and all of a sudden she had a 4-year visa. I've had 4 visas. I've had a 1-year visa, 2 2-year visas. Now I have a permanent visa. And I had never heard, and my attorney is very good, Alvaro, and you can find him at billthegeek.org under FAQs. And you can ask him about this. But I'd never heard of a 4-year visa. But she got a 4-year visa like a year and a half ago, and I think it was the same scenario that they're talking about now. So what does all this say? All this says is that the only thing consistent about Mexican law and Mexican visas is inconsistency. And you have to check different immigration offices throughout Mexico to see who is enforcing what immigration rules. Okay. So that's all I have to say. I'm gonna let it go. I'll shut up now. Kuru, that's him. That's him. Jack Webb. Jack Webb was hiding in the closet. He's supposed to be saving people's lives. What's he doing? He's hiding in the closet, watching the Bill Dallas Lewis channel go live on Saturdays. Oh, somebody's dying right now because he's in the closet watching Bill the Geek. But Jack Webb is exactly right. About 7 days ago, Kuru Paul made this video. It just came out like 7 days ago, and he put out a 5-minute video about exactly what I'm saying. And thank you, Jack Webb. You may have let someone die in the emergency room, but you have helped someone today pick up that information on where they can find the full in-depth 5-minute video. And we thank you very much. And James and Rena, thank you so much for saying thank you. Yeah, see, the Bill Dallas Lewis just does come out to help people. That's why we are here. Okay, so I'm going to check my list on what's going on here. And you guys, just like NPR, we have 52 people in the house. We were up to like 65. We have 32 likes that have been clicked. Feel free to click that like button. And if you feel free to donate $3 or $5. Anything works. So I can go buy some tacos and take nice trips. Everything's going good. Again, that girl, that girl's talking Bill. It is the same. It's not new. I believe the mask-demic new word brought it on. That's very good. That girl, me and that girl, we go to Walmart or some grocery store shopping every week. That girl is a rocket scientist. I don't mess with anything that she says. I just listen to her talk. She's a rocket scientist. But I don't think that this rule is new. And that 4-year visa that they're talking about now, I think that that is the visa that Kathy got. And before I thank Jack Webb, I think that if you have $500 to give to Mariana Lang for her relocation lifelong membership, you have to go from immigration office to immigration office in Mexico to see who is still offering that program and what do you have to do to get that done. And I have to thank my man, Jack Webb, who's been hiding in the closet at the hospital when he should be helping people and saving lives. No, he's watching the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, helping us get through another day, just like NPR. Jack Webb, one of my main subscribers. He's been with us a long time. Thank you so much for your contribution. And for all you guys that step up and share some information, thank you all too. Okay, Namo, and we know now her name is Laura. Laura, why don't you just change your name to Laura instead of Namo? But anyway, don't want to talk too much, but is it okay to bring a cargo trailer in? I'm converting it to a camper. Sure appreciate this. Okay, Laura, do me a favor. Here's what you want to do. Ooh, let's go over here. Let's click over here. Okay, Laura, do this. Email me directly at bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com. And okay, yeah. I can hook you up with a couple of different people. I did an interview with a lady named Dawn. She drove down here from Oregon. I just put this video up about 2 months ago. She drove in a trailer with her son from Oregon, and now she lives in a trailer park about 5 miles from where I live. I can give you her email address, and she can talk about that stuff. Also, there's a guy in Ahiheek. His name is Chuck, and he has a Facebook page. It's like Moving Is Us, something like that. He can give you information. So email me directly. Let me put up that email again. Here we go. Bill, where is it? Yeah, email me directly, and I can hook you up with some information. And then we got a newbie. I don't remember ever seeing Thomas. Thomas, where you been? Thomas. Oh, yeah, I remember your hairdo. Oh, yeah. And Thomas, you can tell he been snorting up all that fentanyl and snorting that cocaine. You know, that's his real picture, too. But I got to thank you, Thomas, for donating to the channel, because just like NPR is people like you that donate to the channel that help us stay alive, and it is greatly appreciated. Yes, it is. Laura, let me I got to get rid of some things here. Get rid of my email address. LSD. Yes, I love some LSD. I got to tell you, I went to Dartmouth College, and we used to buy our LSD from the med school. The med school students at Dartmouth College, the Ivy League school in Hanover, New Hampshire, they made the best pure LSD in the world, and it was only 75 cents a hit. And you would take that, and you would be hallucinating for 12 hours. Everybody can't do LSD, but I'm a happy person. And if you're a happy, positive thinking person, I don't know who's at the med school at Dartmouth College now, but it's worth a trip to get in your car, going up and visit the Dartmouth College Med School, see who's taking the organic chemistry classes, and buy you some Dartmouth College LSD. That's how I got to be Bill the Geek. That's why I make all these faces from the Dartmouth College LSD, and I'm damn proud of it. I don't take it anymore, but it was good when I was doing it. Okay. Brian Maiden, thank you very much for showing up again, showing us your beautiful face with your glasses on. Everybody, have a great weekend. See you all next week. Peace and love, which is the message that we should all be spreading around. All right, you guys, tomorrow I will be putting up a video about, it's a short video, but it's about my 1 year of being single and free and what has changed, and how having faith in living in Mexico and faith in people can just move you from one place to another, and living in Mexico just gets better and better. And also on Tuesday, I will be posting a full video on Terry's new condo. Is 10 minutes from downtown Mazatlan, but it's surrounded by bars and restaurants. And here's the condo. Yes, it's $100 a night for a minimum of 5 nights. And it's a great place. I know Terry personally, and we just got together to celebrate her closing of the place. But we're getting ready to get out of here. We're getting ready to get out of here. We got Love to Travel saying something. What's she talking about? Keith Hannes saying goodbye. People saying goodbye. Namo, Laura, are you standing under the trees in St. Petersburg, Florida? Okay. You guys, you travelers, you know what's going on. So you guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Have a great Love to Travel. Thanks for showing up. You guys, love you all. I have some more videos this week that are coming up. I'm looking at my notes over here. You guys, real quick. Okay. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We're broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. We love you all. We love you all. You give me something to do. So you guys give me something to do all through the week. So love you all. If you have any questions, email me at bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com. I actually do respond. And you guys have a great weekend. Adios, amigos. Que te vaya bien.